Hey everybody, welcome back to H&S Collectibles. This is Cody. So it's movie review time. I do have a colored vinyl, but I'm going to push that off till next Tuesday and put up a review tonight. So last night, again at the suggestion of my good friend Ben from Cadaver Club, I watched Cruel Jaws, known in some foreign markets as Jaws 5, Cruel Jaws. Directed by Bruno Mattei under a different name. It's kind of funny when you go and look at Bruno Mattei's resume on IMDb. Just about everything he did was under different names. And when you watch them, you can really understand why. You wouldn't want to attach your name to a lot of his movies. And it's always funny with his movies. They're either a blatant ripoff or they are marketed completely as something that they're not. Like, what was it? Shocking Dark was called Terminator 2. In overseas, Rats Night of Terror is basically Night of the Living Dead, but with rats. Night of the Zombies or Hell of the Living Dead. Rips the soundtrack, the SWAT team aspect, and some other things off of Dawn of the Dead. So, in at least of his movies that I've seen, this one has got to be, if there is such a word, the rip-offiest. What do you get when you cross Jaws 1, Jaws 2, even Silence of the Lambs, Romeo and Juliet, and you throw in a Hulk Hogan wannabe and some of the worst acting and dialogue I've seen in recent memory, you get Cruel Jaws. So this movie actually uses footage from the Jaws films, footage from two other Italian shark movies. Um, uh, the way the action sequences are filmed, it's kind of funny. Quick cuts between people just screaming and flailing in water, and then like stock footage of sharks. But aside from all that, I mean, you kind of expect that when you're going in. But let me give you a rundown of the plot. So there's definitely going to be spoilers here. So just word of warning there if you want to watch this masterpiece. Uh, so these two guys are diving, going to go down to a shipwreck. And I think they know it's a Navy ship, and they're figuring on finding like some classified stuff or something that's got some kind of value, some treasure or something that they can sell. And they get attacked by the shark. And there's just so many things in the movie that don't add up when you watch it. So they're supposed to be going down to this shipwreck, but somehow or another they've gone into a cave. I don't know where the cave came in. And the shark is outside the cave, ramming the cave until everything falls down in front of the cave. So they plant an explosive, blow up the rock, and swim out of the hole right into the shark and get eaten. I don't know if they thought that the shark went away after the hole was sealed up. The guy up in the boat, it attacked the boat, got him. And then we jump to this little. I think they act like it's an amusement park, but as far as I can tell, all they got is a dolphin tank, so it's like the smallest version of SeaWorld you've ever seen. They got like two dolphins and a seal, and there's a little girl. There's the Hulk Hogan lookalike, whose name I have no idea who any of these actors are, but I will say the Hulk Hogan hair and mustache dude that's in my thumbnail, he was the best actor of the bunch. A lot of them were pretty bad, especially the Matt Hooper shark expert type. A kid with blonde hair, glasses, looked to me like he wanted to be Carrie Elways, but wasn't quite getting there. He just had atrocious acting. He's the one that Ben got such a kick out of that he just suddenly yelled at the mayor, "You fat fuck!" painful lines, painful delivery. But aside from that, the people that run this little amusement park are being leaned on by like the mayor and this real estate developer guy who wants to take their land. The sheriff comes and serves them an eviction notice. So they're trying to save their amusement park, and there's going to be some kind of regatta, some kind of boat race where I think if they win, they get some kind of prize, maybe. But it's that old Jaws kind of plot. We're not canceling the regatta. We're not canceling the tourism. We're not letting anybody know that there's a shark out there. But anyway, one of them divers from the beginning washes up on the shore. They find it, goes to the sheriff. They get the shark expert in there. There is a drawn out scene. They're staring at the body on the beach, and then the next thing is it's in the morgue in a body bag, and there's a drawn out scene where all three of them are taking and rubbing vapor rub on their upper lip, just like in Silence of the Lambs. So we lifted something from there, and then they open the bag and they're like, "Oh God!" And they just saw it on the beach. So funny. But anyway, the shark keeps running around, eating people. Some of the dumbest people you've ever seen, people who just almost swim right into the shark. I don't. Oh man, what can I say about this movie? I did enjoy it. I will say I enjoyed watching it, just waiting for what ridiculous thing was going to happen next. I've always loved Hell of the Living Dead. This was more watchable probably than Hell of the Living Dead for most people. But still trying to stay with the plot of this movie if you can. So the real estate developer guy who has a son that's a real asshole, and he has friends on the beach, and they're mean. They're mean and beat up the kid who is the son of the Hulk Hogan lookalike that owns the amusement park, because he's dating the real estate daughter's developer, and the son is mad because it's his sister. So there's your Romeo and Juliet kind of thing. And finally, they go ahead and have their regatta. The shark attacks and eats, I don't know, 10, 15 people. A lot of people get eaten. And it's great when they get eaten. The water literally looks like they must have thrown in about a 5-gallon bucket of Pepto-Bismol and told the people to, flail around. And finally, the real estate developer asshole, who turns out also has the mob leaning on him. So then the mob comes into the movie, to get that amusement park and develop that land into, I don't know, a shopping mall or something. He finally puts forward an award of $100,000 for whoever brings the shark in. So they now, the main characters, if you will, want to go out and get the shark so they can save their amusement park. And when I told that part of the plot to one of my friends, he said, "Oh, I get it. They're trying to save their amusement park. It's basically Electric Boogaloo, but with sharks." Oh, that made me laugh. That was good. But anyway, the real estate developer's son goes out and tries to get it. They're all shooting at the shark with shotguns. And to me, a shotgun is a close range weapon. If you were going to try to shoot the shark, I would think rifles, not shotguns. So that was entertaining. And when he gets it, he falls overboard. Gets eaten. They stand there and watch him get eaten, flailing around. No shark near him while he's flailing around, and then quick edit jumps of the shark in the camera. And for some reason, the girl that's with him starts shaking a can of gas over her head, gets gas everywhere, and one of the others try to shoot the shark with a flare gun. Boom, boat blows up. So, another kind of ripoff from Jaws there, the exploding boat out on the coastline. But finally, our heroes go out to that original shipwreck, that Navy ship, and just suddenly reveal that ship that Navy ship was hauling this classified creature that they had trained to eat and kill. And just the idea that, you know, the armed forces, the Navy, would train a shark to eat and kill. I was waiting for somebody to talk about, you know, the Air Force maybe trained a bird to fly. Sharks eat and kill. That's what they do. Now, you know, genetically modified sharks, maybe, you know, deep blue sea. But this is just a shark that they trained to eat and kill. And they go down to the boat. They decide that this thing lives in the boat, and a certain radius around the boat is it's hunting grounds. So they want to blow up the boat with the shark there. They go down. They plant explosives. One of them almost gets eaten. Maybe the shark kind of rams the boat a little bit while he's in it. And they manage to get him out again. How? I don't know. They're just suddenly at the top of the water. The boat explodes, blows the shark's head off with it, and they just dance and cheer. And then we see them back at the amusement park watching the dolphins perform, and they get their $100,000, and everybody's happy. Just overall ridiculous. There's the reference to Jaws 2 I said was when the shark takes down a helicopter. That, you know, put me in the mind of Jaws 2, and that was one of the dumbest scenes. The sheriff puts like a big roast on a hook on a rope, drops it down from the helicopter to the shark that he sees how big this shark is, and hooks it, and it I think they want you to think it pulls the helicopter down. The helicopter never goes down. They're just suddenly screaming, and what looks like they ought to be 80 feet off the water or even 100, suddenly the shark is right beside them and eating them, and the whole thing was just chaotic and hectic. Kind of poorly edited, poorly shot, poorly acted. I don't regret watching it, I will say that. And I think I will just leave it at that. Go check out Cruel Jaws if you have an hour and 34 minutes to kill. I guess that there's some kind of a director cut out there. I read that's like an hour and 36 minutes. But 2 more minutes of that movie would probably be a long 2 minutes. Yeah, that's it. That's my poor review of another poor movie. If you got any suggestions for a poor movie that deserves a poor review, drop them below, and I will try to check them out as I go. This is something I get a kick out of doing, and I want to try to do more of. I don't even know what is next on the docket. I do think that for my own safety, I'll probably try to avoid any more Bruno Mattei movies for a while. And but I won't object to any more shark movies. So give me your best shot. Let me know what I should check out in a review. Everybody like and subscribe if you haven't. Take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks.